I feel responsibility to bring the following topic forward. Over the past 26 years that I've spent in foreign countries, from the Middle East to the Far West, and the communication that I've had with people of different cultures, customs, and characters has given me many life lessons. Some of them I would like to share with you. I'll start with an example from UK politics that caught my attention last week. Angela Rayner, who held the positions of Deputy Prime Minister of the UK and Minister for Housing, found herself at the centre of a political scandal. The investigation found that she paid less tax when buying a new home, which was automatically perceived by the public as a violation of the Ministerial Code of Conduct. After all, as a Deputy Prime Minister, she should be leading the country by example. The Ministerial Code of Conduct is an official document that sets out the ethical and professional standards that ministers in the UK government must adhere to. It is a document that should exist in every democratic country. Think about it. Is there such a document in your country that emphasises the government's responsibility to the people? And is it being followed? This is an example of political responsibility, in which, within just a few days of the error being identified, political responsibility forced the Deputy Prime Minister to resign from her posts. Although she was found to have acted with integrity, the tax advice she received was not expert on her tax matters. As a result, Rayner resigned from all her positions on September 5th. The Ministerial Code of Conduct emphasises responsibility. One of the most important words I have learned in my life around the world is the word responsibility. A word with weight that means more than just taking the blame. It is the obligation or willingness of a person to face the consequences of its actions, decisions, or inactions. It is the soul of trust between citizens and statesmen, the skeleton on which democracy rests. If this word is so important, then why do we use it less and less often? When was the last time you heard someone say, "I take responsibility"? I'm not talking about, "Sorry if anyone felt offended." I'm talking about the real thing. I was wrong. It's my fault. Today everyone points the finger at the other person next to him, the system, the boss, the state, the fate. Responsibility disappears. Politicians lie but don't resign. Companies cheat, but no one bears consequences. It's only important to appear clean, not to be one. What it means to truly be responsible. Admitting directly when you've made a mistake without excuses, without shifting blame, without evasion, trying to repair the damage. True responsibility means restoring what you've broken, to ask for forgiveness if you have hurt someone, to learn a lesson so that the mistake is not repeated, to look in the mirror and ask yourself what I did that led to this. To be responsible means not to hide behind others, not to wait for someone else to expose you, but to come forward and accept the consequences. Sometimes being responsible means apologising in public, to leave your position. In an essence, to start over, to learn from your mistakes, to grow. True responsibility doesn't crush you. It makes you stronger, wiser, more honest. What happens when words become action? That's when real change begins. Mistakes are admitted instead of hidden. Instead of, "I don't know," you say, "I did it. It's my mistake." And then the question we begin to ask is, how to fix it, not how to cover it up. And then the conclusions like, we will change the process, we will learn from our experience. From here we start again. This is how trust returns. In these situations, people forgive each other's mistakes, but they don't forgive lies and evasion of responsibility. When you are a responsible person, you don't become weaker, but more reliable in the eyes of others. This is where the personal growth begins. True responsibility means pain, awareness, action. Only when you admit where you were wrong, you become wiser, better. This is how a culture of trust and integrity is created. One person who takes responsibility inspires others to do the same. When responsibility becomes action, words like trust, integrity and change stop being slogans and become reality. Then you stop pointing fingers and start looking for a solution. When responsibility becomes action, trust returns, respect is built, leadership is born. The real man is not the one who makes mistakes, but the one who takes responsibility for his actions and continues life with dignity, pride, and self-respect. There are many organizations and political systems in the world that people resent, but for there to be responsibility at all levels in a system, it starts from ordinary people. If people live in a responsible society, there can be no irresponsible system. I can only wish myself and all people to become more responsible and thus change the system. Thank you for being with me.